Welcome to this session of personal management. So what is personal management? It is defined as obtaining, using and maintaining a satisfied workforce in an organization for proper planning, organizing, compensation, integration and maintenance of the people. And the purpose of that workforce is to contribution to the organization, individual and societal goals. It is that part which is primarily concerned with the human resource of the organization or recruitment. So what are the elements of the personal management? The first one is organization. It is said to be the framework of many activities taking place in view of goals available in a concern. An organization can be called as a physical framework of various interrelated activities. Next is job. The job tells us the activities to be performed in the organization. It is said that the goals of an enterprise can be achieved only through the functional department in it. Next is people. The last and foremost element in the personal management is people. In an organization structure where the main aim is to achieve the goals, the presence of manpower become most important. Personal manager and its roles. So personal manager is the head of human resource department. He performs both managerial as well as operative functions of the management. So what are the role of personal manager? It provide assistance to the top management. The top management are the people who decide and frame the primary policies of the concern. All kinds of policies related to the personnel or workforce can be framed out effectively by the personal manager. Second is advises the line manager as a staff specialist. The personal manager acts like a staff advisor and assists the line manager in dealing with the various personal matters. Next role is he is acting as a spokesman. Since he is in direct contact with the employees, he is required to act as representative of organization in committees appointed by the government. He represents company in training programs. Next role as a mediator. He is linking pin between management and the workers. And last one is as a counselor. Personnel manager attends problems and grievances of the employees and guide them. He tries to solve them in best of his capacity. So that is the role of personal manager. So what are the functions of personal manager? There are 4 functions. First is manpower planning, second recruitment, third is employee selection and last one is training. Manpower planning is also called as human resource planning. It consists of putting the right number of people, the right kind of people at the right place, at the right time, doing the right things for which they are suited for the achievements of the goal of the organization. So that is nothing but the manpower. So if some person is having some specific skill, he is placed in such department where that skill is acquired at the recruitment. There are 2 types of recruitment, internal recruitment and external recruitment. In internal recruitment, it takes place within the concern or organization. The internal sources of recruitment are readily available in an organization. The sources of internal recruitment are as follows: transfers, promotions and re-employment of ex-employees. If we consider external sources of recruitment, we have to be solicited from outside of the organization. So the sources of external recruitment are as follows. First one is advertisement, second employment agencies, third is educational institutions, that is placement activities and recommendations from any member of organization, and last one is the labor contractor. So these are the sources of recruitment. Next is employee selection. It is the process of putting the right man on the right job. It is the procedure of matching organizational requirement with the skills and qualification of the people. Effective selection can be done only when there is a effective matching. By selecting best candidate for required job, the organization will get quality performance of the employees. So employee selection process is as follows. Preliminary interview. It is used to eliminate those candidates who do not meet the minimum eligibility criteria laid down by the organization. Second selection process is written test. The various written tests conducted during selection procedure are aptitude test, intelligence test, reasoning, personality, etc. These tests are used to objectively assess the potential of that candidate. Employee interviews. It is one-to-one interaction between the interviewer and the potential candidate. It is used to find whether the candidate is best suited for the required job or not. Next is medical examination. Medical tests are conducted to ensure physical fitness of the potential candidate. It will decrease the chances of employee absenteeism in future. Next is appointment letter. A reference check is made about the candidate selected, and then finally he is appointed by giving a formal appointment letter. Once the selection process is over, next part of personnel manager is training. Training is the process of enhancing the skills, capabilities and knowledge of the employee for doing a particular job. Training process molds the thinking of employees and leads to the quality performance of the employees. It is continuous and never ending in future. What are the benefits of training? First one is improve morale of the employees. Training helps the employee to get job security and job satisfaction. The more satisfied the employee is and the greater is his morale, the more he will contribute to the organizational success and the lesser will be employee absenteeism and turnover. So that is the improve morale of employee. Second is less supervision. A well-trained employee will be well acquainted with the job and will need less supervision. Thus, there will be less wastage of time and efforts. Next benefit of training is fewer accident. Errors are likely to occur if the employee having lack of knowledge and skills required for doing a particular job. The more trained an employee is, the less are the chances of committing accidents in job and the more proficient the employee become. Next benefit of training is chances of promotion. Employee acquire skills and efficiency during training. They become more eligible for promotion. They become an asset for the organization. And last benefit is increased productivity. Training improves the efficiency and productivity of the employee. Well-trained employee show both quality and quantity performance. There is less wastage of time, money and resources if the employee are properly trained. Two methods of training. First is on-the-job training. The on-the-job training methods are those which are given to the employees within the everyday working of a concern. The motto of such training is learning by doing. And second method of training is off-the-job training. Off-the-job training methods are those in which the training is provided away from the actual working conditions. Off-the-job training is also called as vestibule training. That is, the employees are trained in a separate area. It may be a conference hall, entrance, reception area, etc., known as vestibule, where the actual working conditions are duplicated. So these are the methods of training and role of personnel manager. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.